Hello everyone, Lloyd from Bizzfo, and I'm just going to talk you through some of the change requests that we received and some refactoring we did on our system. We remain quite active on our system. We get a lot of feedback and hence all the changes. We do constant improvements. There's a lot of integration we do with our backend as we are a hybrid system and transitioning to fully cloud. It just means there's a lot of movement. So yeah, let me show you this little video and then you can get an idea for items that might have changed. So let's start with the Stocktake. On the Stocktake screen, I'm just going to select something. Let's just take beer. And you'll notice the in-stock column is now, you can switch that on and off. So typically you want to have your blind Stocktake. So if you want to hide this column, you can switch it off in your program options. Now note, I went to Stocktake, which is kind of in the back office, and there's a Stocktake in the front as well. So let me quickly show you that one. The stock count. So if I open this stock count, by default, I won't have any. Let me just select some products. I know there's beers. Then it won't show you the in stock quantity. So there is a difference, but again, on the back office side, you want to see a bit of more information. So let me just jump to this screen on the hardware settings, and it's over here. Show the in-stock quantity. Okay, you can hide that one if you want. Then let's just see what else we can tell you about. So we go to Stocktakes. So you'll notice as well the screen has slightly changed. So we've hidden some tabs and columns. Now you can still see these values, but they have we've grouped them. So in other words, if I go to move stock, it'll show us what is applicable to our move stock. If we go to branch transfer, then our branch transfer screen will pop up. If we go to our consumption, then our consumption will pop up. Now this is a very important note. Enter the quantity to adjust. So let's go back to beer. And you'll notice it says remove and adjust the quantity. So previously, if you wanted to remove something, you would enter a minus. But in this case, what you can do is you can just simply put in the quantity that you want to remove. And once you process that Stocktake, it'll actually subtract the specific quantity from the item. Let's just have a look. So our repeat is the same. Remember your order by if you want to change this list. So let me do a new one, show you the order by. I'm going to select all the items in this database. Yes, done. Okay, great. So now there's a specific order by that I can switch. So let's say I want to go per category. And then if I open up my count sheet, you'll notice the category is the same. Or if I do by product, then the count sheet would also reflect that. Just note when you close this, this is a more options, so you could actually go and reprint this sheet just by changing your order or product by. If I click on preview as well. For the reports, just make sure if you're looking for something, a specific report, so I'm just going to leave it at 0. Now, obviously, if it's at 0, if I process this, everything will go to 0. There we go. And then if I go, let's just select the last Stocktake. And if I want to print my variance report, I typically go like this to make sure I've got the correct one. So you can see everything was set to 0. And so there's no losses, but there's actually gains because we've went from minus to zeros. Okay, good. Okay, from here I also like to maybe to show you this report as well. Print the Stocktake, so this would be the actual report, just another way of looking at it, the quantity set to and your variances. So this is something you can print as well. And then also I like to use this report, your stock movement report. I'm going to go refresh. So this one, there is a print function. Normally we just exported the values. So if I go on my print sheet, it's quite a lot of information, and the note at the top is also quite important. So to obtain the correct opening balance, we need to take some snapshot or the last time the stock was saved, and you'll notice there is snapshot buttons highlighted as well. So typically what I would suggest is with your snapshots, there's one there as well, is make sure that this snapshot is actually active. And the reason for that is, where is it? Save a product snapshot. So what this does is at least once a month it will rotate or track the stock movement within that specific month. So each month will have a new one, but this would be your opening stock. If you don't have this, you could end up having a date in the past quite far back to track actually the movement. So it's a good exercise if you want to do this on a weekly basis or monthly basis at least, to see what the opening balances are. Then maybe just jumping around back to navigation. So remember, this is your show cascading columns. So we initially had it fixed and awesome client feedback. So we've just hidden it currently. So if you want to access that, and again, I would suggest using this option, as this will navigate to the correct bar on this side. But the big change to note is when you do a consumption write-off or damage, the little note that says remove or adjust, just enter the quantity that you're going to remove. In other words, if there's 10, you don't have to say that I've now got 9 left. You just want to state the quantity that you want to remove. All right, let's have a quick look at our branch transfers. Now, branch transfers, as mentioned before, we sync a lot of data up and down, and you'll notice the screen is going to pop up. So what it's doing currently, it's looking for the branch transfers, and it's trying to eliminate the user checking for branch transfers and clicking and searching the date and waiting for the system to populate these branch transfers. Okay, if you are waiting for your transfers, remember this is based on server side, so we're syncing a lot of information. We've got quite a lot of clients on the system, so you can at any time just click your transfers, and that will do the same process, see if there's anything or send anything up. Specific date search, just make sure you know what this is for, and this is basically the specific list and filtering this list. To navigate, you would click on your view, and that'll jump to your specific item, and you can go on your list to just view back. So guys, some of you that work a lot in the system, you'll know what these changes are there for, and I'm sure it'll help you and simplify the screen and the layout and the stickiness or slipperiness in terms of the branch transfer. So cool. Let us know if there's any questions, but this release is ready to download, and yeah, enjoy.